Hello, and welcome to this flow practice. The majority of our practice today will be on the mat. This is going to have an emphasis on stretching out the glutes, hamstrings, as well as the low back. So I invite you to take a seated position, whatever is comfortable to you. Just letting your sits bones, you can rock side to side to find your sits bones. It can be on a block, a mat, whatever, again, feels good to your body. If you're new to exercise, please always consult your physician before starting. Let's begin. We're going to start with some breath work to help us ground. Maybe you've had a really busy day. Maybe you just left a stressful meeting. So this time is for you, and I just want to take the time to commend you for curating this time together. So from here, you're in that seated position. We're going to do 4 cycles of what's called 4-7-8 breath or breathing. So you're going to inhale for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 7, and then exhale out for a count of 8. We'll do that 4 times total. So as you're ready, you can close the eyes, you can keep them open, whatever serves you. So we take an inhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do you feel? Take a nice deep breath. Inhale through the nose. Mouth that mouth. Another one like that. Inhale. Exhale out. From here, we're going to work the shoulders into it. So you're going to take an inhale, reach the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale, let them drop. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Awesome. From here, we're going to start with just a nice stretch in this cross-legged position. So you're going to take an inhale, and you're going to exhale, just start to walk the hands forward, starting to find just a nice little forward fold here. At first, I'm going to keep my back somewhat straight, feel the stretch in the hips, the glutes. And then as you're ready and you want to get into the posture a little bit deeper, you can maybe come down to the forearms. If you have a block, you can maybe have your head to a block or a book. Maybe not as comfortable, but it's an option. Just breathe here, inhaling through the nose, out to that mouth. One more breath. And then you'll start to walk the hands back up. From here, you're going to take your right hand to the floor. You can even come down onto the forearm. Left arm is going to come up and over, side body stretch. Reach to the fingertips. You should feel this intense stretch up the side of the body. Try not to lift the hip with it. Really ground through it and then reach up and out of the hip. Your gaze can come up to the ceiling. If that doesn't serve you or you feel there's tension in the neck, you can take it and point it down towards the forearm. Now from here, we're going to add a little bit of a different stretch with the neck as well. So you're going to place the hand behind the back. And then you can take your gaze down. You should feel that stretch in the side body yet, but also in the side of the neck. Inhaling, exhaling. Good. One more breath. From here, you're just going to bring it back to center, unwind. We're just going to take a little side body stretch each direction, make it a little bit chin. Okay, first here, we're going to start that forward fold again. I'm going to take an inhale, reach arms up. And then exhale, I'm going to fold over this way, but you can certainly walk the hands out like we did the first time. Good. And then, again, it might just feel, it should probably feel like a little bit more of a different stretch because you're on a different side with the different leg in front. Maybe you can get a little bit deeper into the stretch since we already had a round of this. And again, just find your breath. Be present, be intentional in the moment. Hold a lot of tightness in our hips. It's great to let that go. Good. One more breath here. We're going to walk the hands back to the legs. And then from here, we'll come into that side body stretch on the other side. So you can bring that hand down. If the forearm doesn't serve you today, you can certainly stay a little more lifted. And then bring that other arm up and over, side body stretch. Reaching through the fingertips. Again, gaze can come up towards the arm. Or I could stay looking down towards the forearm there. Reach, 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 reach. Keep that hip grounded. And then from here, we're going to add in that neck stretch. So taking the hand behind the back. Good. From here, again, the gaze comes more so down to the arm on the floor. Just stretch out that neck. Inhale, exhale. Good. And then gently bring it up and unwind. And then again, we're just going to do those little fluid side body stretches, side to side. That's it. One more here. Awesome. From here, you're going to come into more of a V-sit position. You're going to keep your heels down. So you're going to have your hands by your hamstrings. We're going to take a little bit of a cat to cow here. So you're going to inhale, present the chest forward. And then exhale, round towards the spine. Just sit back here, find that little C curve. Again, inhale. Exhale, round. Good, one more of those. Inhale. Exhale, round. Good. Now bring it back to that inhale. From here, we're actually going to come into a forward fold again, but this time your chest is going to rest on your thighs and your head over your knees. Maybe you give yourself a nice little hug here. Release the low back. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Good. From here, you're going to come back to your starting position, hand behind the hamstrings. Okay, we're going to work a little bit more core work and stability to help build the strength in the low back here. So if there's any back discomfort, okay, so we're coming into a V-sit, hold, hands can stay behind the thighs so you can reach them forward. Any low back discomfort, keep your heels down. Okay, so we're just going to breathe here. From a different angle, keep your chest proud here. Hold, breathe. Inhaling through the nose, out that mouth. Keep lifted in that chest. Shaking's good. A few more. One more breath. And then gently release. Great. From here, we're going to come into a spinal twist as well as some hamstring stretching. So you're going to take your right foot forward. Your left knee is into the chest. Good. You guys give it a nice little hug here. Nice tall through that spine. Now you can hug and turn, or if you want to take a bit deeper stretch here, I'm just going to turn so you can see a little bit differently. You can bring your hand behind your back. Okay, you can lift up and twist, or inhale and take the arm to the outside of the knee and twist. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. You're going to gently unwind. The knees that is bent. You're just going to take it to let the knee fall out. And then from here, you're going to reach towards that toe to get that hamstring stretch, releasing that low back here. You can reach for the shin, the toes, the foot, whatever is accessible to you. And then just breathe. Again, finding the breath. With every exhale, letting go of any tension here. Breathe. I have a friend today. Good. From here, you're just going to walk it back, and we get to do the other side. So the other leg goes out straight. Other knee comes into the chest, giving it a nice little hug. Do a little ankle circle here if that feels good. From here, you can take that little hug of the knee, Or you can take the hand, reach it up first. I like to do that. And then elbow to the outside of that knee. Inhale. Exhale. Tall spine. Every inhale, I think lifting, finding length. Exhale. Even bring the hand out here if that feels good to you. One more breath. And then gently unwind. Let that knee fall out to the side. Take an inhale. And then exhale, we're going to reach for that toe to get the hamstring stretch here. Finding a tall spine. And then exhale. Just giving into that stretch. So you bend in the knees so you're not locking out any joints. Settle in. One more breath. Exhale, let it out. From here, you'll walk the hands up the leg. And from here, we're going to come into an inner thigh stretch. Also stretches out the hips a bit further here. So heels together, not so much about getting the heels close to your body. You keep them a little bit further out. Okay, finding a tall spine. Inhale. Exhale, I'm going to just gently press my elbows down to my inner thighs. Nothing too intense. Okay, if it's painful, please back off. Inhale, exhale. And then once you feel that stretch for a little bit, then you can start to work more into that forward fold position. I'll still bring my elbows out to the side a little bit. You can rock side to side, finding some movement. Breathe. One more breath here. Exhale, release. This time the legs are going to come out straight once again. And we're going to take more hamstring stretches, but you're also going to work in some shoulder circles here as well. So I'm going to take one hand, I'm going to circle it back behind me, and I'm going to reach for that opposite foot. And then I'm going to do it the other way. And again, this is just more of what feels good to you, what rhythm or pace you want to go at. But we're just waking up the shoulder joint here, getting a little bit more in the hamstrings, reaching for the shins or toes. There you go. Just a few more. Does not matter what you look like here. Just make it work for your body. Good. One more. Awesome job. From here, you're going to swing those legs around. We're going to come into a tabletop position. Here's where we're going to actually work a little bit more of glute strength and hips. Okay, because that's part of it. You know, certainly if you manage any tight glutes or pain in the low back, it's good to strengthen our core to help protect our low back. So with this move, we're going to first come into tabletop. So we've been here before in bird dog. So you can bring one foot behind you, one arm comes forward. Holding it here, maybe this serves you today. Otherwise, you're going to lift that back foot, keep the hips level, and hold. Breathe. Just going to be here in stillness for a couple breaths. Should be a nice long line from your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Keep reaching. Belly button holds that spine. Another breath here. On an exhale, bring the hand down, keep the leg lifted. Now from here, you're going to bring it in, but you're going to hover the knee. We're going to go into a fire hydrant. You're going to kick the leg straight back. You're going to bring the knee to the elbow, and then bring it back down to your starting position. We're going to do a couple on that side. So prepare, shoulders over the wrists. Okay, hover that knee. You're going to lift out to the side, kick out so my hip is open, pull the knee to elbow, bring it back down, reset, do it again. Open, kick back, knee pull, it's like an oblique crunch, reset. Open to the side, kick back, knee and down. Open, kick back, knee pull, reset. 4 more. Open, kick, oblique, and down. Open, kick back like you're stamping the wall behind you. Last 2 on the side. Open, kick back, knee pull, and down. Last one. Open, kick back, knee pull, and down. Awesome. I'm just going to turn over. We're going to do the opposite side. So whatever leg you didn't put back before, you're going to do the opposite. And take my left foot back. If you're near a knee or falling the same side. Arm reaches forward, plug the shoulders down and back. So you don't want to round here. Really pull the shoulders down and back. And then from here, I invite you to bring that back leg up, keeping those hips level. Or again, you can keep the toe down to maintain that really good posture and alignment. So right now, if we had headlights on our hips, they're lighting up the floor beneath us. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe. I just realized I was doing the wrong side. All good. Keep holding. One more breath. Now exhale, bring the hand down, and then hover that knee. So here we go on the other side. So we fire hydrant, kick back, knee pull, and down. Join me when you're ready. Out, kick back, knee pull, and close. Out, kick back, knee pull, close. Out, kick back, knee pull, close. Keep pressing those palms into the floor. Keep your back and core engaged. 4 more. Out, kick back, flex to that foot, knee pull, close the hips. Out, kick back, knee pull, and down. 2 more. Out, kick back, knee pull, close. Last one. Out, kick back, knee pull, and close. Awesome. From here, we come into our first downward facing dog. Hands come a few distance in front. Curl the toes. Lift the hips high to the sky. Head between the biceps. Pedal it out to the feet here. Hamstring stretch. Shake your head yes and no. We're going to come into some hip openers next. Okay, so if your hips are tight, really want to focus on that breath. Okay, from here, you're going to inhale, lift the right leg. You can open up the hip if you'd like. And then exhale, pull that leg all the way through to your runner's lunge. Now we're going to set up lizard. So you're going to actually have your leg out to the side, hands come to the inside of it, and then you're going to drop that back knee. Okay, so a couple different levels. You could stay here. Maybe this is pretty intense. Okay, if you have a block, you could come down and place your head on the block or your arms, forearms. And when you do this, I have my leg turned out just slightly here to give myself some room in my hips to come down here. But what I want you to be aware of is if you find that you're losing your breath, as in like not breathing in through the nose, out the mouth regularly, it could be that it's just too intense. So then I would prompt you to come back up onto tall arms. That's what I'm going to do today. Hips are pretty tight here, so knee over the ankle, just slightly opened up to the side, and we breathe. Inhale, exhale. A lot of times when your hip flexors, the front part of your hips are tight, that's going to pull on your low back, and that's where low back pain can come from. It's really good to open up the hips. You can work side to side. Inhale, exhale. Breathe. And one more breath. If you're on those forearms, you can come back up onto tall arms. From here, you're going to lift that back knee. We're going to use our core strength to take that leg back up to the sky. Maybe open up that hip and then set it down back into a downward dog. Now we get to try that other side. Take an inhale, left leg lifts up. You can open up the hip and then exhale, pull it all the way through to your low lunge. Good. So heel toe your foot out to the side. Okay, from here, you can stay in this position or up onto tall arms. Just notice that each side can be a little bit different. So I'm going to try to see how it feels on this side for forearms. Okay, come on down to the forearms. The leg is coming out to the side. I even have it like on the outside edge of my foot. Gives me a little bit more room in the hips. Again, that can be pretty intense. Just make sure that you can maintain your breath through the posture. And you can have your head rest on a block. You can even place the block up higher so that you can come onto the forearms, but they're on a block, and you can get a little bit lower than on the hands. Inhale, exhale. Breathe, feel that hip opener. Shoulders pull down and back. One more breath. Take an inhale. Now on that exhale, you can hold on to tall arms if you weren't there already. We'll lift that back foot or back knee. And using that core strength, swing that leg back up to the three-legged downward dog. Again, you can open up the hip. And then close it to downward facing dog. Good. So shoulders in between the biceps. Breathe. From here, we're going to actually ripple forward into your plank position. And then from here, I'm going to have you come all the way down onto your belly. Good. Okay. Now from here, you're going to pull your shoulder blades down back. You're going to come into a cobra stretch at first. So roll your shoulders down back. Lift up. Just get a nice little back extension here. Also good. It's not too deep of a stretch where it's too intense for somebody that has low back pain. Good. Bring it on down. Shoulders down and back. We'll do that again. Exhale, release. One more. Pull shoulders down and back. Take that extension. And then exhale, release. Come back to your child's pose. Just to stretch out those hips a little bit further, rock side to side. We're going to come into another series of hip opener with half pigeon. If half pigeon doesn't serve you, you can come to figure four on your back. We'll go there. We'll go to the back next after half pigeon. So from here, bring it forward into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Open up that hip. You're going to pull right knee to right elbow. Just hold it for a few seconds. A little bit more core strength there. Hold, hold, hold. Shoulders over the wrist. And I'm going to plant that leg right down in front to come into half pigeon. So the back leg, I try to keep somewhat straight behind me. Now from here, a couple different ways with pigeon. You can try to get that leg to parallel, but if that's not accessible to you, you can keep it more at an angle, okay? Same thing with the levels. You can stay up here, forearms, head to a block, or arms to a block. Sometimes I'll stack my hand, let my head rest in my hand. But again, make sure that it's accessible and that you're not forcing it. No pain. And you can kind of shift side to side. Just find that stillness, whatever's calling up to your body. Inhale, exhale. So every exhale, just letting that floor, the ground support you here. The hips be heavy. Be mindful of your tension that you might hold in your jaw or the shoulders. One more breath. On the exhale, if you were down at a different level, you can come up onto tall arms. Good. From here, you're going to tuck that foot or toe. You're going to hover that knee, hold, 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 and then take it high to the sky. Open up the hip. If flipping your dog is in your practice, you can certainly do that here. Flipping the dog is another hip extension. Also a nice little back bend. And then if you took that option, you can bring it back. Set the right foot down. You get to do that other side. Reset, take a breath. Exhale, let it go. Let's try that other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Open up that hip. Equal weight in the hands. Exhale, pull left knee to the left elbow. Stay there. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe. I am strong. I'm capable. Place it down. Find your half pigeon on this other side. Good. Legs straight back behind you. Make your adjustments. Staying up on those tall arms or bringing it down onto the forearms. Stacking the hands. And just notice. Try not to judge each side of, oh, this side is worse or it's my bad side. No such thing. Okay? If a good side and a better side, and just honor that. And have to work at taking some deeper breaths and letting go of any tension or extra tension that you hold on this side. And where can you let go? Let go of physical tension. Let go of maybe a narrative that doesn't serve you or hasn't served you throughout the day or this past week. Try to find a word, a phrase, an affirmation that empowers you. I am statements are very, very powerful. Good. On the next exhale, you're going to come up onto tall arms. Shoulders over the wrists. From here, a little extra core as you tuck the toe. Bring that knee to the chest. Hold, hold, hold. And then send that leg to the sky. Open up the hips, staying there. Or if you flipped your dog on the other side and you'd like to do that again, you can certainly do that. Pressing those hips up. Reaching through the fingertips. Breath or two. Bringing it back to your three-legged downward dog, to your downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. From here, you're just going to step the feet up into, so your feet are wide, into a yogi squat. Just for a breath or two. Over the ankle, this can be intense for somebody's low back, so you can always stay a little more lifted. We're just going to come to our backs from here. So I just bring my glutes down. If you want to get there a different way, please do. Okay, from here, we're going to come onto our back. Okay, so you're on your back. You're going to come knee into the chest. Give a nice little hug. Maybe a hip circle, one direction and then the other. Good, and then from here, you're going to come into a spinal twist. Okay, so really good for the low back. You can bring the leg across. Okay, now from here, I try to keep both shoulders grounded to the floor. You can keep that knee bent. You can extend that tap leg and come into more of a hamstring stretch. It's a little bit more intense. You can take the gaze to the opposite direction if that serves you today. Breathe. And one more breath here. On that exhale, we just bring it back to center. Take another little hug of the knee. Let that go, and then we'll go over to the other side. Little knee hug, hip circle, one direction, and then the other. And then I invite you to take that twist to the other side. Keeping both shoulders grounded. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good. One more breath. On next exhale, we bring it back to center. Give that knee another hug here. Good. From here, we're just going to take one posture and bridge. Just another strengthening of the glutes and core stability. So heels come close to the glutes. You press those hips to the sky. And we hold. You can take the interlacing of the hands underneath if that is calling out to you. And breathe. Again, one more hip opener here. Finding length there. Press your heels into the floor and that will automatically engage those glutes. You can lift the toes. Final breath. Inhale through the nose, out through that mouth. As you exhale, you can gently bring those glutes down here. You can just take the windshield wiper leg side to side. And then from here, you're going to bring the heels together and let the knees fall out to the side. That's a little too intense there. You could do the opposite of bringing the knees together, toes out to the side. And then you can bring the hand, one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Just finding your breath once again, the way we started. Inhale. Exhale, feeling the belly button pull to the spine. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Then I invite you to close those legs, put them to, or bring them together into your chest. We're going to take one more posture here, and that's your happy baby. Rocking side to side. You can take half straddle or full straddle here, having the legs straight out to the side. Pulling the knees in closer to the armpits. Feeling that massage. If you want to rock side to side, just keeping your low back connected to the floor. And then from here, you'll bring the knees into the chest. If you have the time set aside, please take a moment to come into Shavasana and take a few minutes to yourself and just letting the ground support you. For the sake of this video, I'll just rock up here to end the practice, but you can certainly stay there for a few more minutes. Good. Hips, finding your sit bones once again. Hands out to the side. We take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale up. Exhale out. This time, inhale, reach arms up. Palms come to touch. to heart center. I hope you feel a difference in those hips, your low back, as well as your glutes. Much gratitude. Namaste.